Hello everyone, in this video, I will show you top 5 tips on the Donut SMP. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the first tip I recommend doing is selling logs. This is one of the best early game methods to make money because you can make your first billion out of this. So I'm going to mine some logs to get $100 million. If you don't know how to get axes, if you die, you get iron tools, so you can use an iron axe to mine all the logs. Okay, so over here I have a stack of logs. I'm going to sell it for around 150 million. As you can see, it's sold on the auction house for around $100 million. Sometimes a lot of people sell logs on the auction house. If a lot of people are selling it, sell it for cheap. But if barely people are selling it, just sell it for higher. So yeah, that's my first tip. Okay, so my second tip is how to hide your base well. So I'm going to dig straight down and make my base hidden. Also, I highly recommend getting a silk touch pickaxe so you can just cover yourself. That way, it's harder to trace where your base is. Okay, so now once you're at bedrock, you're going to want to find like a small spot to put your spawners in. Like for example, this spot is really good. I recommend covering it in obsidian too. Sort of like this. Let me break this real quick. I recommend doing it like this for your spawners. Like, just don't put anything else because people like to ESP ender chests, and everything else in the overworld. If you want to make your base in the end, I recommend making it like this, somewhere like in Y30, Y20. This base hasn't been raided for over a month. It's been alive for a very long time. So yeah, that's my second tip. Okay, so my third and probably the best tip out there is closing the chat. Because as you can see in the chat, people just like to scam and just do bad stuff. They just want to TP trap you, steal your loot, and they're just trying to profit off of you. So what I recommend doing is saying /settings and then click on the chat messages and click it once, and now it's off. So over here the chat doesn't work anymore. It's really useful for me, and sometimes if the chat is annoying, it blocks my view of things. So yeah, that's my third tip. Okay, so my fourth and probably controversial tip is avoid buying too much spawners. You can buy a lot of spawners if you're rich because you can make a lot of money off of that, or base rating too. But if you're just going to buy them, you're going to lose money. Like, if you have only a little bit of money and you buy spawners, you're just going to get a couple stacks and you won't get it back. If you want to buy a lot, maybe like 100,000, 200,000, yeah, maybe that's worth it. But if you're only buying like less than maybe 10,000, it's not going to be worth it. They're really helpful with XP, but besides that, they make like less than $1 billion. So yeah, that's my fourth tip. My fifth and final tip for the Donut SMP in this video is probably watching like educational videos on it. Like over here, I made like a 10-part series and other videos on how to make money. A lot of people say that it helps them in Donut SMP. You can search up on YouTube how to make money and go to filters last month, but that way it's not that outdated. And over here, how to get rich, this one is helpful too. Very helpful. I recommend watching this one. These videos are really good to watch if you don't know how to make money. These help a lot of people. So yeah, that's the fifth tip. And those are my 5 tips on the Donut SMP. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment if you want a part 2. So yeah, that's about it. See ya!